What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and we are here to talk about the charts and see what's going on in the markets. Now, this is going to be a kind of quick video. It's going to be out a little earlier than usual. I got a lot of stuff to do today, but we're going to get into this. I want to smash it all together. We're going to go into the smaller time frames also in Bitcoin, and then we're going to look at our old charts from Ethereum, Litecoin, XRP, gold, and silver at the end. So make sure you stick around. And guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want your daily updates. Make sure you tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, and go down and smash that thumbs up. All right, let's take a look at it. So as you guys know, as when we broke this wedge up here, which we did get back above, but we had known not if as long as we didn't cross this red resistance here that we would go lower. And my target has been around 30,700. If the market is going to reverse, this is where I would expect a reversal. But if at any time this breaks, we could see a lot worse things in the market. I've talked about this many times, but if you look here, this is the Great Dow Jones in the Great Depression. Not saying this has to happen, but I'm saying hopefully you guys have learned by now, never think anything is for sure in the markets, right? I tried to explain that over and over. I'm not here making calls. I'm here to show you how I see the markets, what I use to see them and why. And hopefully that helps others, especially if you're getting into trading. But if this was to happen, the Dow could crash so hard, bringing all markets down. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So to think this is impossible is crazy. It is definitely possible. Does that mean it's going to happen for sure? Absolutely not. But there is a good possibility. Just be cautious, guys. And as you guys know, from December 2nd, I've been talking about this Amazon chart. I posted a video. If you go to my YouTube page, you'll see the video playing right on the page. There's also some tutorials down there you guys can check out. But I've talked about this since December 2nd, the first to talk about it. I know there's others claiming it out there. I guess I won't claim it if you can prove they said anything about it before December 2nd, but there's nothing out there. So a lot of people are copying this now. But as you guys know, what I was saying, how a bear market works, every time we get a pump up here, everybody gets bullish again. So that lets them sell a little bit higher. They got to unload their bags, right? So then they drop it again. Then everybody wished they would have sold up here. Then it starts pumping again. Then they get all bullish again. And then they dump it on them again and go lower. And then they wish they would have sold here, so on and so forth, all the way down, repeat. That's how bear markets work. If this is truly how this is going to play out, we could see a bottom as low as 3,700. Not saying it has to go there. We have other targets also we'll talk about in this video. But if it was to go down here, it could be the middle or end of 2023 when Bitcoin bottoms. So it doesn't mean it's going to bottom in a day. But it's definitely a possibility and something to watch for. Once we broke this area here, just like we did over here, we didn't get a bounce until about a 47% correction. If that was to happen here, that lines up with my lower to mid 20s range, which we did hit on Coinbase, not all exchanges. We did not go down to here though. If it was to go to the same, be around 23,000. We have other targets we're going to check out. So let's do that. So the DXY mooning still, guys. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, I've been bullish on the DXY since way down here. People were calling me crazy because of all the fake inflation. But if we break this, so this could mean market gets a bounce if we get rejected here. But if we break this and make it support like we did back here, you know, my next target's around this 105.50 and then around 105.90, 106. And if it does raise up to here, then the markets are going to be coming down. Guys, what they do is they scare everybody out of cash. The big players, the people controlling this, they scare them out of cash using excuses like inflation, blah, blah, blah. And then they tell you to buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin for a hedge. And every time the markets crashed, all those crashed. The only thing that ever went up in the big market crashes is the DXY. Why? Because they're in the dollar. They're going to wait till the market goes down and then they're going to buy back in. I've explained this over and over. It's pretty easy to see if you actually watch the charts. I know a lot of these Bitcoin chartists that have no market experience are making much different calls. Guys, if you're not watching the whole market, that's what we do here on this channel. then you're not going to get the whole picture. So let's go into, I got so much hate this year for calling all this stuff. So, but anyways, we talked about if we broke this 35 range, we could look for this 24, 23,000 range. We did get a bounce right here on Coinbase around 25,250-ish. Other exchanges didn't go that low. I think we still have further to go, in my opinion. We did get a bounce off the 200 EMA. So, we could get a little pump up in the markets today. So always be aware of that. There are going to be relief rallies, right? But we've talked about it before. If we do come up, I would expect a rejection somewhere around the 35,000 range. Now, we do also have a bear flag rejection point that we're going to talk about in the 4 hour. But before we get into that, anybody that's interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. I do have a Savvy Trading Clash trading competition on Prime XBT right now. All you have to do to join is sign up using your email. My link's down below. There's also some other affiliate links down there you can check out, but sign up using my link and use the key 777777. That will get you entered into this another day before it actually starts, but then it ends on 5/26, so the 26th of this month. And there are it's totally free to join and to trade in the competition. There's actual real prize money to be won. So if you made some big losses, maybe you want to do this and try. It's zero risk and you can win some money. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Also, if you are trading on Prime already, or you want to start trading on Prime, you can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you that will get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 will get you 25% off of your trading fees. Definitely check them out. They're not like all the scammy exchanges that only win when you lose. They are an actual broker exchange, so much safer, in my opinion. Let's look at the daily. So anybody that's watched my channel for any amount of time know that I remained bearish here after these 5 waves down, which we pretty much called to a T, although I thought the 5th wave would go a little bit lower, but I did tell everybody the middle of June, we were talking about it up here when I called the top at 64, we were looking for a little bit lower, but wave 5 only had to break wave 3. And then we looked for an ABC correction to the upside. And that being a bull trap, where I said everybody be calling 100,000 again before a big drop. And that's exactly what happened, although it went a little higher than I thought, but it was a bull trap. There's a lot of bulls trapped up here, guys. And it was an ABC correction, just like we were looking for. And then once we broke this rising broadening wedge, we had a measured move of the 24.3 range, which we almost hit on Coinbase here. But I still think there's a good chance we come down and tag that at least. The RSI could come all the way down to this red area, and that's a measured move of the wedge in the RSI. And if that does happen, remember, we could bounce around as long as that holds, between this 35 and 24 range for, 6 months or whatever. I'm not telling you exactly. Nobody knows exactly, but we could bounce around that area. That could make a good trading range if it does happen. But if this does not hold and it breaks straight through, even if it, does the 6 months or whatever, bounce around in here. But once this breaks, our next target, I know a lot of people are talking about the 14,000 because that was a 2019 high or whatever. That's possible. That's as low as it could go. But the measured move of this bear flag that we've been talking about forever is around 6,500. So that is a very good possibility. And anyone that thinks that cannot happen, you really need to rethink stuff. I know a lot of people have been giving a lot of bad information out there, guys. You got to be careful in this space. A lot of these people really have no clue what they're talking about. They're just a YouTube channel that has no trading experience. Be careful. A lot of people have lost money, and I feel for them. I've been there. When I was learning, I started in penny stocks. I lost a lot of money. Pain is a great motivator, though. Most people give up before they learn. Anyways, So here's the bear flag on the 4 hour. As you can see, we had this target at the break of the bear flag, which we hit almost on the dot at 25,348. We've had this target here forever. You can go back and check the videos out. But one of the big things I was pointing out on my Twitter, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I suggest you do that also, was this 4 hour RSI trend line. Talked about it yesterday when it hit and got rejected. Looked for more downside, and that's exactly what happened. Now, a lot of people are talking about this bullish divergence here, but we are in a downtrend. I would keep an eye out for hidden bearish divergence, because a lot of times this is just the RSI resetting, because it has to reset for more downside. Something to, once you start getting into this stuff, you'll learn this stuff just by watching. So this is my chart from a few days ago. We started looking at this. And yesterday I talked about if it broke 32, then these targets would be invalidated. And as you can see, we did not break it. Right after I made the video, we got a pump up here, then came down, broke the bottom of this falling channel, came back in it for a fake out, and then crashed down right to our target. I mean, almost on the dot. And then this old support is becoming new resistance, guys. These charts are not that hard to read if you spend the time to sit and learn this stuff. And I don't make this channel to make calls. I make this channel to show you how TA works, how I do it, and hopefully people learn from that. There's a lot of people out there that just don't know what they're doing, man. Be careful. Be careful. A lot of clowns, man. Anyways, so we are breaking back below the 8 EMA here. We'll see how this closes. Got 48 minutes, but I do think we do have lower to go. Like I said on here, back to that 1 hour. So this is really the range I'm watching, around that 23 to 24,000. Again, if that breaks, we could be going much lower. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. These charts are old, guys, like 6 and 8 months old. We had this measured move here off of this falling wedge or rising wedge around 1919. Then we had this bear flag, and then we had this target at 1560. This may become our new resistance. Still looking for this 1560. Remember, if this breaks, then we'd be looking for the 680 range. Now, Litecoin, same thing. Once we broke this rising broadening wedge, this all starting to make a little sense now. This is why I think we have lower to go, because I think we're going to hit these targets. Is around 24 bucks, somewhere in that range for Litecoin. And XRP, first target is right down here around 28 cents. And then, 17 cents if that was to break. Again, all these targets can go much lower if we truly are in a traditional bear market. Now, let's look at gold. This chart, we hit our target, went a little above it here, the 2081. This chart also is like a year old. Still looking for the $1,500 to $1,600 range for gold if this breaks. Now, if this holds as support, the markets turn around, then we got another thing on our hands. Now, this is silver. Same thing. This chart's about a year old. First target is around 20. If 20 breaks, around 1550. Guys, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you should be learning some very valuable lessons. Hopefully you are. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash that thumbs up. Share the video if you enjoyed the content. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the markets. Curious to hear other people's perspective. Thanks, guys. I'm out.